For years and years and years, I keep seeing so much results from a parent perspective, from the legal perspective, from the family perspective, from the individual of the kid, from the social systems that we work with. So I can't let that go because it's working. It works for me as a personal person, it works for me as a clinician, and it works for me as a trainer. It's very natural. It's so personal. It's you get into that house, you roll your sleep, and the first thing you say, tell me about you and who you are as a person. Second, I think it's because you get in there and you start realizing that these people are human beings. These people, aside from the legal system and the diagnosis that have been given by agencies or other, they're still human beings. We in our model are taught to just be able to look for the strength of these families and the strength of these kids. And I think thirdly, I think it's because, again, it's flexible. So I think using those three things gives the clinician the ability to kind of put them all together and be able to provide the best therapeutic approach for that family. Not changing the intervention, but maybe how and when to apply the intervention is what's unique. And again, MDFT allows the clinician to be able to pull it together when it's needed, when it's appropriate. And I think when I got this job and I started being involved in MDFT, the things that I heard from many people, the developers and Dr. Little and Dr. Dakoff and Dr. Rowe, was we're here to change people's life. And I think I'm actually doing that. I'm doing that because I'm teaching and I'm supervising and consulting with supervisors and directors and clinicians out there. And I'm also changing those kids' lives through them. So isn't this a blessing? I mean, you get it all. You get to do it yourself, you get to teach other people, and you still get to sit back and get emails and calls like, wow, you were a great therapist, you were a great trainer, you were a great asset to our agency. So why would not somebody take this model? Why would not somebody grab this model and grab this opportunity to go out there and exceed and change the world? The first day I started reading the manual, I started reading some of these literature, I started seeing the common theme that we have with Hispanic families, which is to have respect, is to have collaboration, is to engage and be part of the family system. You're not the expert coming in. So for me, it was, I don't know if it's just being Hispanic was an easier thing to dive in there. But me training other people that are not Hispanic, work with a Hispanic family, I help them to realize that this is the model that gets so, I think it's one of the models that gets as close as possible to the person's ethnicity and their culture. Because it doesn't say in page 13, if it's his family is Hispanic, do X, Y, and Z. It tells you basic fundamentation things, which is to collaborate with them, to respect their hierarchies, to respect who wants to be part of the sessions, to respect how they want to really parent their kids within their systems. And then the therapist is able to go in there and tease some of these things apart that accommodates to their sensitivity of their culture. So I think it's a model that works perfectly, more than 100% with Hispanic families and with minority, because I also work with many other different minority families that are not Hispanic. And these families do very well. The model is spelled out for many people to be able to use.